guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. I'm gonna do one more video here on the 40th World Tournament, sort of grinding up. I want to show the strat that I've sort of settled into for this World Tournament, right? Again, Gohan is a very good reward. You need to be top 2,000 to rainbow him. So what I wanted to make sure to do is to take it a bit more serious, because I am past the point of World Tournaments where I'm ever going to be, like, sacrificing sleep. At this point, like, nah, I'm good. I'm getting my full hours of sleep. I'm resting. I don't care. And then I'll just grind, like, you know, hardcore when I'm actually awake, right? So, in case you guys are not aware, right, I think the best strat... Oh, God damn it. Dude, this is exactly why the World Tournament is so fucking stupid. Like, what exactly just happened? Now, I need to just get up there. I want to get over to them because they just sit here bashing their heads in, and this just causes things to slow down to a crawl. This has got to change, dude. This aspect of the World Tournament is the worst. They send you into these stages, and it's like the prelims take forever because they do that, right? Like, the enemies are right next to each other, and you are on the other side of the map. So it just adds like 10 minutes to the round as they just sit there and hit each other. It just takes forever. It is so stupid, right? And like these gigantic sprawling labyrinths, like no one, you gotta imagine, right? Like with how many improvements Dokkan has made that they like, maybe we shouldn't have these giant sprawling maps and have multiple enemies in the prelims. Like the prelims, there should not be multiple enemies at all. No. Remove the multiple enemy bullshit. The prelims is what makes the World Tournament hell, right? Like, if it was just the other 3 rounds over and over and over, it's like, you could, like, it's fine. But, like, this is what makes it the worst ever, too, is because you have to do 3 fights, which, you know, can drastically change up your team building, right? Like, you know, with the team I'm using... All right, like, you know, like, you can get cucked, right? Like, it's just the design of the prelims is actually the worst aspect by far of the World Tournament. Like, it's just so horrible. This is so horrible being stuck in the prelims, dude. It's just the worst, right? So look at this. We're almost at 3 minutes, right? Like, these normal stages, you're just like in, out, in, out, in, out. And then you get to this crawling slog. This damn prelims, I hate it so much. And it's like, you know, they did update it a couple of years ago. Okay, my cord, yeah, today is the day I'm getting the new cord. I mean, we just gotta deal with it, man. I don't know what to tell you. But, like, they made those, like, you can get the prelim maps that are smaller, which are just, like, way better, right? Because, again, with these gigantic labyrinths, right? Like, what if the game just really cucks you and just gives you, like, 3 ones? And it just takes you turn after turn after turn to get over there. And they're just hitting each other. And it's just like time is draining away. And I'm losing my sanity. And I'm going crazy. And it's just like so annoying, right? Okay, anyway. So, I talk about this all the time, right? About how I would think most players, the strat you do want to use involves Chaozu and Jacko, right? Like just utilizing Chaozu and Jacko is best, right? Because not everyone is going to have 5 million, billion, trillion, zillion, kafillion items to just, like, plow through, right? As you guys, because you guys should be able to tell the strat that I'm using already, right? Which is that I'm running a full LR team, right? Which actually gives you more points per win, right? Because when you have a full LR team, you're having a higher team cost, and when your team cost is higher, the enemy's team cost is higher, and thus you're fighting, like, you know, just teams that are getting you more points overall, right? So bringing Chaozu and Jacko, it severely helps, like it limits your item usage, right? Like, you know, like if you're using Chaozu and Jacko, like, you know, every couple of runs you might need, like, to use a Ghost Usher or, you know, pop a double King Yama or something like that, right? But when you're utilizing this strategy right here, every single fight pretty much I have to use either double King Yama or Ghost Usher, but at the same time, every single run I'm also getting more points, which does eventually add up, right? By the way, this is The bonus fights are the one sort of fights where LR STR Broly will sort of be slowed down, because a lot of these bonus fights actually aren't against Saiyans. I mean, a lot of them are, right? Like a lot of the like world tournaments, right? You've got like a Goku in there and stuff like that. But like there's a couple of bonus teams that actually, you know, don't involve like Saiyans on it. So Broly's key, you know, can sort of be an issue. But what we're doing here is we're rocking the full LR team, so we're maximizing our point usage, right? You know, every single fight we're getting a lot of points. And then it's just, but I'm just like expending items like crazy. This is why I really recommend Chaozu and Jacko to like free-to-play players and stuff like that, because I just don't think you guys are going to have, you know, thousands and thousands of ghost ushers to like be spamming all over the place, right? Now you guys notice, so again, the team is like crafted very specifically, right? Krillin is a must on the team, because Krillin is a 99 team cost character, and Krillin is also, you know, one of the very best World Tournament AoEs. Anyway, Krillin is probably a top 5, like, World Tournament AoE unit. So see, this is like a great turn. We just load in. I don't have to move the rotations around at all. I don't have to do nothing. And Broly's just going to incinerate the entire enemy team. Remember that if there is a Sun family enemy, a Goku family enemy at all on the enemy team, then Broly is a super effective against all types, which means he will instantly one-shot everything, right? Like that, like they actually gave Broly a perfect EZA to allow him to completely steamroll the World Tournament, right? Because you're going to fight either a pure Hybrid Saiyan in almost every single fight outside of some bonus fights, right? So you're going to be getting that extra ki, which is really good for him. And then, of course, there's also the fact that, you know, Goku family enemies are very common. Even on some villain teams, you know, Int Raditz is a very popular character. He's on the Goku family category. So Int Raditz will activate Broly's super effective against all types. See, this one is much better. It's always good. Like, the worst is when you're in the prelims, and again, you start out with just like a bunch of 1s and 2s and shit like that. That's where things get tricky, because then, you know, again, we could be stuck here forever. I'm using double Chile item for Majin and Vegeta, right? Because that gives 5% attack per AGL orb, and then it also randomly creates AGL orbs. Now, the stacking buff itself, like that 5% buff, you can only, like, activate it once. So I popped 2 Chiles right there, right? The 5% buff per orb only activates once, but it still functions as an AGL orb changer both times, right? So that's why I still pop it twice, even though I'm only getting the attack buff once. By popping it twice, I just want to kind of get in between the two of them. I just don't want the two of them going near each other. Okay. Yeah, very, very hilarious. Now they're just going to sit there and, yep, there we go. See, this is why the prelims are just the worst. I just cannot stand it whatsoever. It is just absolute, like, just garbage is what it is. Okay, but phew. Because it's like, dude, like, I've had so many, again, when you're doing thousands and thousands of runs in the World Tournament, right, like, you're gonna get these, like, 1 in a million chances where it's like, okay, I just got triple 1s, and then I am actually in this prelim for, like, 10 minutes, right, as they just, like, hit each other and, you know, whittle each other down. Okay, talking about the rest of the team, right, we know why LR STR Broly is there. He is the most dominant, like, AoE unit, like, in the game. He's, again, maybe the best villain unit in the game, either him or LR Janemba. The reason I'm using LR Ginyu, right, is because, again, he's one of the free-to-play LRs, has the 99 team cost, which I actually think is rather important, right? Again, we want to get our team costs as high as possible. That's very, very important, right? That's another reason we're using the SBR Goku, right, is because he's an all-types leader, and then, of course, he is also giving us the, 99 team cost. He also is a support-type unit for super class units, right? So, you know, if the Int Goku and Krillin are on a rotation together, he will be giving the buff to Krillin, which is good. Majin and Vegeta, we've seen, you know, we could use the double Chile item, and Majin and Vegeta, typically, I don't know that I've ever seen an enemy survive a turn where Majin Vegeta does the final explosion with the Chile item. Like, it's just giving him such a huge power buff that even tech enemies Majin Vegeta will wipe out with that final explosion, right? Those Chile items are definitely very good in conjunction with Majin Vegeta. Nappa and Vegeta are here just as another AoE. I mean, Nappa and Vegeta or LR Cell, either of them doesn't really matter. I would like to add another free-to-play LR to the team, maybe like the physical LR Ginyu, who can give some moderate support. You know, key, you know, a flat number attack buff, but then, you know, they're also a 99 cost unit. But the problem is, then I'd have 3 units on the team that are not AoE. You guys would be stunned. How often, like, you know, you're running 3 units on the team that aren't AoE. How often I load up into a stage and those 3 non-AoE units, like, it's like, I had like 3 runs in a row. It's like, I have 4 AoEs, right? Broly, Majin, Vegeta, and Krillin, and they're in slots 4 through 7. Like, 3 runs in a row, and I'm just like, fuck this, dude. Like, I'm just not, I can't. Like, this world tournament, it's just mentally draining. Years and years. Mentally draining. I can't. The frustration mounting anytime I'm stuck in here, right? But, I mean, I guess I feel like I've explained the strategy well enough about using all the, you know, the high team cost characters will lead to you fighting higher team cost enemies, and thus you're getting more points, right? Which, of course, works really, really well. You really, at this point, like, just want to mostly build around LR STR Broly and let him completely dominate, you know, like, you just let LR STR Broly go crazy, right, is literally it. Like, that's as far as it goes. Like, I'm bringing other AoE units on the team, and I hate when these little rat bastards are, like, running from you. Just come here. Just come get this work real fast, please. Stop running. Since Majin Vegeta's in slot 1, we'll just pop the Chile item. Hopefully either the tech or the STR orb gets changed. It did not. I feel like Majin Vegeta maybe wouldn't finish off a tech enemy. We didn't get that many orbs, but Gohan is not until slot 2. What is that team he's using? What is it? Full power? He's using a full power build. Like, because again, like, you know, I don't know. If I'm seeing, like, some of these LRs on there and stuff like that, right? Like, I guess I could sort of understand. Yeah, Majin Vegeta, we didn't get enough orbs right there. That's why that tech Gohan was able to survive. You know, but once you start getting to like 15 orbs, Majin Vegeta's clearing out even the strongest tech units. I mean, I don't know that I see a stronger tech enemy show up in the World Tournament than that Gohan right there. That Gohan, that's like, you know, one of the stronger tech characters. I don't know that I don't remember ever seeing Jiren ever in the World Tournament, right? Goku and Frieza I don't typically see as well. This is an odd team. I'm seeing some really odd teams. Like, see, I don't really understand this. Like, I wonder if this is just someone just hopping into World Tournament. Like, right, they're just hopping in for a little bit of fun or something like that. Because, like, this is not, like, what I would consider a good World Tournament team. It does have a shit ton of LRs. That's going to be good for us getting points. But, like, again, I would not consider that team right there a great World Tournament team. Like, LR Tech Vegito Blue, too, very odd. Well, actually, we might not finish that Tech Vegito Blue off. We'll see what happens right here. Oh, we did. Okay. Well, boom. There we go. All right, that's GG. So, there we go. Just wanted to, you know, again, sort of do, like a run, sort of like with the full LR team, sort of show the strat right there, right? Again, that will sort of maximize your points. I don't really recommend you try and copy, like, this sort of build, though, unless you have thousands and thousands of Ghost Ushers and stuff like that, right? Like, here. So, as far as, like, Ghost Ushers, I've got 4,000. I've got 4,000 King Yamas. I have 4,000 Fruit of the Tree of Might. And I've got 4,000 Chile items, right? So, like, I could easily sustain going through, like, multiple world tournaments with the items I've got, right? But if you're not at several thousands, I really recommend going Jacko and Chaozu, for sure. Jacko and Chaozu, they will, you know, over the course of a world tournament, they are really, really saving you just, they could save you hundreds of Ghost Ushers and King Yamas and stuff like that, right? So, let me know what you guys think. World Tournament is still hell. The day hopefully will come sooner. We don't have to do this garbage anymore. The revamp, please let it come soon, dude. Please.